Hey peeps, Thiril here. This will be my write-up for Traceback, a pretty easy Linux machine. And this will be my last write-up for a while because I'm moving towards bug bounty and I'll come back to HTTP like after some while. So anyways, we see the nmap scan, we have SSH and a web server running. So let's check out the web server. So we see that it says this site is owned and they have left a backdoor for us. So this backdoor will be a PHP web shell. So we just search for it and get a list of web shells that we can try. We will see this repository by xh4h. Why xh4h? Because yeah. So we can make a word list or just try each and every one of them. I have done this, so I know it's this one. So let me just copy and paste it here in the URL and we'll see the web shell now. Going to the web shell, we see username and password. So we of course try admin. Let's see. And we get in. So we see a list of files, and as this is a web shell, we can pretty much do anything. So we can like try and make a PHP file on the web server which contains like a reverse shell, and we can get a netcat or any reverse shell there. So let's write to a spam.php file and we can find a reverse shell online. Just search for PHP reverse shells. So let's download this web shell, reverse shell from Pentest Monkey and save it to our traceback folder. Then we can unzip it. We see that it is zipped by gzip, so we can use gzip tag t for decompressing it. And now it is a tar file, so again use tar utility to decompress it. We see a folder is created. So let's check the folder. And we see a PHP reverse shell. So we can just now copy and paste it to this web shell and get this reverse shell into a working reverse shell for us. So let's just copy and paste it. And we can set our own IP and port right there. So let me just check my IP with ifconfig real quick. After changing the IP and assigning a random port, we can just set up our netcat listener and listen for any traffic. So now we can just execute spam.php that we wrote our reverse shell into, and we get a shell back as the webadmin. So this is a sh shell, so we upgrade to bash shell for a better shell. And let's see what else there was on the web server, if there is anything interesting there. So it's of course in the usual directory var www and html. So we don't see anything interesting there. So let's check out environment variables if there's anything there. Nothing. Let's see the home folder and let's see if there are any other users. There are. There is the sysadmin that we can escalate our privileges into. And there is of course our own home directory. Let's see what do we have there. So we list the files and we do see that the bash history is actually populated this time. Most of the time is pointing to dev null or something because it's like not there. Read the note.txt file and it says that the sysadmin has practice tool to practice LUA. So we see the bash history and it is of course used by this webadmin. So let's check out what we can do with this. So it requires a previous.lua file, well, any LUA file which you can execute as sysadmin user. This LUA file can contain any, you can say, any command which we can execute. So there is no LUA file right now on the system, except there is one on our, looks like someone else created this file. Someone else is playing this. And yes, we can basically do the same thing here. Can execute any command, so we can spawn a bash shell here. So we just echo this same thing towards our previous.lua file. Any name would suffice. Let me just escape these quotes or echo might mess it up. So let's route it to a periodically file, and let's see, we have our file, and yes, we can execute it. So we paste the command and we get a shell as sysadmin. So let's check out the home directory. We see our user flag, and now we can escalate into root privileges. We also see a .ssh directory, so we decide we can like ssh in, which is better and reliable more than this web shell. So we see the authorized key file, and we can paste our private key there. Looks like someone else has already done it as well. So let's make a pair with SSH keygen for public and private key, and we will enter this directory and no passphrase. So we see these two files. We chmod 400 the public key because private key because SSH will like to lock it in again, and we paste the public key towards in the server. So we can just do echo then our key and route it to the authorized file. Sorry about this, mess. So yeah, we see our public key is pasted in, and now we can log in via SSH using that private key. So we successfully get SSH in, and we can see there is a custom message displayed every time a user logs in. So this is actually the MotD message of the day, and looks like we can modify it and get a like command execution as root user. So let's locate any configuration files for the MotD, and let's see, these are the files we can modify, I guess. We go to that folder, and let's see. So this header file, you can see that this welcome to the custom message right here is actually custom message, and we can also modify something here to get code execution as root. So let's see if we can get the root flag. We can also do the netcat reversal, but just to be for the sake of simplicity, this is a CTF, so we can just get the root flag and be done with it. We save the file, and let's see, we can relog in via SSH. Let's see if we can get the root flag. And looks like, nope, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Let's check on the files again. Let's see what happened there. We get a bash shell, and let's see. We read the file and we see it was reset by the machine, so we have to be quick. So I'll append this get root flag thing into the file, and at the same time, like after a second, we can log in again via a different window. So let's try that. We have to be quick enough before the file is reset. Executed the command, and let's log in, and we get our root flag. So we just had to be quick enough before the file was reset, and we can also like do netcat reversal or anything here. So anyways, this was Traceback, a pretty easy Linux machine, and one of my last write-ups for a while. So I'll see you guys again later.